What's up, Triple R family? Back with another installation video. This one will be for the bullet brake. Picked it up yesterday. I'm going to do an installation today. This is a 2023 Honda Goldwing Tour DCT. And for you that don't know, I'll show you what we have stock on this. This 2023, or the DCT model period, has a parking brake on it. And that parking brake goes here. That parking brake is here. On the rear, it activates this particular brake pad. This is the regular brake for the regular brake and the rear brake pedal. This is activated by the parking brake lever that I just showed you. It's mostly effective. Once it wears down, it will need to be adjusted. I've already adjusted it, and I only have a little over 9,000 miles on this motorcycle. So I wanted to add this bullet brake, and it replaces the banjo bolt that comes standard on this motorcycle. So first thing is first. I'll turn the handlebar all the way to the right. This is the banjo bolt that's already standard on the motorcycle. But I'm going to protect my paint from the brake fluid, so I'm going to use a towel. And then I'm going to use plastic trash bag. Because I don't want anything. Use this plastic trash bag. I don't want anything leaking through the towel. And then I'm going to use another towel to keep any brake fluid from flowing freely down that plastic bag. So towel, plastic bag, towel. It says it wants you to wipe this off the banjo bolt and the master cylinder. Let me first remove all the parts I'll be using. So what comes with this is the washers with the piece of rubber on them. Let's see what they call them. They call it a silver seal, and also the replacement banjo bolt. This is a metal, I think aluminum banjo bolt. But it is not it's not steel, because a magnet will not stick to it. And you have your logo on it for bullet brake. So that'll be what we're replacing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this silver seal on here already. And that rubber seal keeps it tight on there. It doesn't freely slide on there. So I'm preparing everything first. And now I'm going to get to work removing this banjo bolt from It's a little bit stiff, which is good, I guess. So let's see what we got here. So we have a little bit coming out, little brake fluid coming out. That's that banjo bolt, stock one. And these washers do not have a rubber bushing on the inside of them. I'm gonna save this one and wipe up any fluid, that brake fluid that came out. And then I'm gonna put the bullet brake on the inside of there. Let me wipe that off. Bullet brake through the banjo fitting. And we put the other silver seal on the other side. And we're going to screw it back in there, or screw it in there to replace the other one. Screw it in with your fingers, not a tool. Make sure it goes in. It is all the way in, flush. And we're going to tighten on it with 12 millimeter. This is also 12 millimeter. And it is that simple to install it. Now we have to get pressure on the inside of the brake line. Stand by. Now the instructions want you to turn the handlebars completely to the left because it wants the master cylinder at its highest point. So I still have my towels and my plastic under here. And let's see what it says. Pump the brake lever to lubricate the bullet brake and raise the pressure back up to normal. Another thing it says, cycle the bullet brake several times to remove air from the bullet brake. I don't know if I saw that in any of the videos I've watched the installation on. They were just pumping the brake from what I remember. So it wants you to cycle this bullet brake also. Cycling it. And it popped out on its own. Pressure slowly coming back. Yep, it's getting tight. Oh yeah, it's real tight now. Very tight, and there we have it. Tight, tight. So let's talk about how you activate it. I got my pressure back, full pressure. So you squeeze and hold, and then you press that button in, and you release the brake, and that button will stay in until you release it. And I will show you. Oh, I released it then, so push it back in. And the motorcycle will not move. That front brake, oh well, I guess all of the brakes actually. Well, no, the front brake, and maybe part of the rear brake is activated. And I will show you the other side. This parking brake is not on. It's on right there, but this motorcycle will not move. So the benefit of that is you will not not be relying on a single small parking brake pad. So you have dual disc up front, single disc in the rear, and the braking effort, or the power larger pads that will hold this motorcycle. If you're on a downhill, you can't rely on that rear parking brake pad to hold that motorcycle. So if you point it downhill on an incline, on a decline, you don't have to be concerned about this bike moving forward and that side stand, kickstand releasing and the motorcycle falling. So I think I found something a little bit confusing on the instructions. The one thing it says in 7B, it says install the bullet brake on the banjo boat. And I think it actually means to install it on the banjo fitting, because the bullet brake is actually is a banjo boat. It replaces the stock banjo boat. So don't get confused on instruction 7B. But then again, you can also just follow the picture illustration. So the bullet brake is a banjo boat. So I think this other thing that it goes through, that the brake fluid is traveling through, is a banjo fitting, not a banjo boat. So there we are. Appreciate you guys watching, and let's watch and see that this release. When you squeeze the brake, you just release it and the motorcycle moves. Very satisfied, simple and easy. Thank you guys for watching. Get ready for spring. Tomorrow is the first day of spring, so let's get all these motorcycles ready to roll.
I really, 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 really want that. I really, 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 really want that. Good thing that I get what I want. I really, 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 really